Hello, I'm Hollywood,
And I'm Jim.
and this is
The
Smokers Debriefing. All right, Hollywood. Today I have dug deep in the old Jimford's humidor, and we have the CAO Sopranos release. Okay, cut. You're going to get us copyrighted, bro. So
It's
we
7
got
seconds, bro.
the so let's give a little background on this. I'm losing my wrapper. Okay. Introduced in 2005, CAO partnered with the Sopranos to create three Robusta Corona-sized cigars: the Associate, which is a 5x52, the Soldier, a 6x54, and the Boss, a 7x56, along with the ultra-large Tony Soprano Signature 6.5x60. They were packed in lacquered red boxes resembling a car trunk, a nod to the classic mob aesthetics. The wrapper is a Brazilian Mata Fina Maduro. The binder is a Honduran. Fillers with a blend of Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, Colombia, and sometimes Honduras. It quickly gained attention. The Associate ranked number 25 in Cigar Aficionado's top 25 in 2005 with a score of 90. So let's
What is this one?
see.
You know what this one is?
Well, I don't know what's the size of it. I can't really
What's the
look
longest one?
The longest one would be the Tony Soprano Signature 6.5x60.
6.5 is the longest one?
Yeah, 6.5 by
I think
60.
that's this. Doesn't say, but I think that's this one.
Okay. I'll take that. And there's a little on the wrapper. 2005 Home Box Office Incorporated, all rights reserved. The Soprano is a service mark of Home Box Office. We do not own the trademarks to this cigar, nor do we claim them, but we will smoke this shit.
Smoking this shit.
So
Fire it up, buddy.
let's light this stick.
I've never had one of these, so I'm kind of excited to try it.
You got the lighter, bro.
I do have the lighter bro.
Oh, this is going to be a tight draw right here, buddy.
It is going to be a tight draw,
You like it tight?
which I will like.
Okay, the TV is doing some goofy shit.
It certainly is. Does that mean don't have image?
We're still recording. Okay, I'm out of fuel.
I think you need to stop and start it over just to be sure we're not going to do another hour of this great cigar with no video or audio. Because the mute switch keeps showing that it's muted. So tonight, after we finish our recording extravaganza, I am driving to Beaufort, South Carolina.
Beaufort?
Beaufort.
Outside of Camp Lejeune?
I'm helping this guy who is doing a documentary on the Civil War. His great-great-grandfather or something was the treasurer for the South. And so we're going to film we've already filmed the battlefield reenactment that they did out near Raleigh. And we're going to go in a boat tomorrow. So if you don't see me again, have an honorary show. Get Manny up here and do an honorary show about it.
Okay.
Manny Stamathis in
What you gonna, so is it so it's focusing on his ancestry?
the evils of his ancestry, because he's very anti-South.
Oh, okay. You know, Is it really anti-South, or could he just be anti?
Well, I think he lumps everybody from the South into the same category, unfortunately.
Well, that's kind of fucked up.
He's one of those guys, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm sure that. Good Lord Almighty, some of this lit up. I think I might have got one that's a little bit plugged.
Nope, you just have to draw on it, buddy, because it's rolled tight. You got plenty of air going in there, buddy. You're on fire. When's F1 coming out so you can buy it? I know you're going to.
I don't know. I keep checking it, but it's probably going to be a while because that's like the number one movie.
Still?
Yeah. I did watch a YouTube video, Brad Pitt down in McLaren's pit taking Lando Norris's car out at the Circuit of Americas in Texas.
Really?
Took it out and did several laps.
They let him, huh?
Yeah.
You know why?
Because he's Brad Pitt.
Because he's Brad Pitt.
I thought he was younger than I am, but he's 61.
61.
Yeah. I think he's gotten better.
I agree with you.
Better actor.
Completely.
As he's aged.
Completely.
I really didn't care for him in Thelma and Louise.
Oh, dude, that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, but it was one of those, fuck that damn little good-looking kid there.
Didn't that have Michael Manson in it, too?
Yeah. He was one of them's ex-husband or something, wasn't it?
Or boyfriend.
Yeah, something like that.
He was Thelma's boyfriend. No. Which one was which?
I don't know. One was Thelma, one was Louise.
Excellent, Jim.
I think Thelma was, what's her name?
I got to look it up now.
Okay. I think Louise was Susan Sarandon.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that.
What's that? Was that right? Louise
Ridley Scott directed that.
Really? Dang. Now I want to watch it again.
Film stars Susan Sarandon as Louise and Gina Davis as Thelma.
Yeah. Do you think Gina Davis is attractive?
In a giant kind of way.
Yeah. Like in The Fly. You know.
She's a good actress, too. She was great in Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yes.
With frickin' Sam Jackson.
Yes. Who directed that?
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Who directed Long Kiss Goodnight?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.
Oh, the guy she was dating.
Jake Paltrow.
No.
Yes. Oh, that's The Good Night. Hold on.
It's God, I can't remember his name, but she had a like
Rennie Harlan.
Yeah. She was dating him at the time, or
That's
they were married or whatever.
Right.
You know, Samuel L. Jackson said that was one of his favorite movies, and it almost didn't come out. There was some little article that popped up about it a few weeks ago, and they were talking about it and said that it almost never came out. But it did, and Samuel L. Jackson was like, that was one of his favorite movies. He had so much fun on it. And it was great when they're in that car, and he's like, I'm not talking about the linen.
I love it where he goes, I put my keys in my pocket. No, I didn't leave them on the counter. No. You know what a movie Sam Jackson was really good in?
Jurassic Park?
Black Snake Moan.
Yeah.
His acting in that movie was great. I'm not talking about the movie, but he was excellent in that movie. And he played one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite blues songs.
I'm grabbing my keys.
No, or shot that with my 45. Something Lee, Stagger Lee. when he's playing the guitar in that Bruce joint.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie since it came out. So.
I mean, it was a weird movie, but Sam Jackson was great. Oh, Justin Timberlake was in that.
Makes me want to watch it again.
You're going to have to watch it again now.
You know, I watched last night, Carrie and I.
There's no telling.
The Man Who Knew Too Much, Alfred Hitchcock. With Jimmy Stewart and Doris Day.
Didn't Billy Bob Thornton do that?
No, I think Steve Martin did.
There was a black and white. That's the man with.
Men Who Wear Plaid.
Yeah.
No, Billy Bob Thornton.
Hey
was
Siri.
Black and white. I don't remember what.
What is Billy Bob Thornton's black and white Coen Brothers movie?
Here's an answer from faroukmagazine.co.uk.
The Man Who Wasn't There.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about The Man Who Knew Too Much.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock.
He was there. He just knew too much. That was really. Alfred Hitchcock was the king of suspense.
He was.
And he did it like with minimal, just like they're.
Dan and I,
so
star
cool.
of Office Joe, have been watching. Right now, Dan is in an acting class. And so it should be interesting. I'm going to head over there afterwards just to.
Well, maybe if he had gone to the acting class before they started shooting Office Joe, it would have been more of a success.
I think it'll just fuck him up.
Where do they having him? What's he got to do? Like,
You never saw her in the movie, but the girl that played Johnny Dunn's sister in Jake's Corner, you saw her picture. Mm-hmm. Stacia Crawford. Stacia and I have been friends since 2007, since that movie came out. And she's become quite the director. She's done a bunch of stuff for Angel Films and a bunch of other. She's an amazing actress, and she's going to be the lead in the movie that Dan and I are writing. Dan and I and her are writing right now. And we have taken a lot of Alfred Hitchcock stuff to create the suspense and the anxiety that Hitchcock did. He was, like you said, he was the master of that. And Hitchcock...
It was like it was effortless for him.
And the thing about Hitchcock is he doesn't spoon feed you all the information and backstory.
Yeah. It's better that way.
He puts it on the screen and trusts you to be smart enough to figure out what's going on.
Well, Jimmy Stewart is excellent. He's a great actor.
Was Jimmy Stewart also in Rear Window?
Yes. And Vertigo. Now, Cary Grant in North by Northwest was great.
Yes.
There's one that Jimmy Stewart was in that's an older one. It came out in 1948. It's called Rope.
Yeah.
And it's a Hitchcock, but it's like one of his earlier. And it was just out of sheer boredom. I just said, okay, let's watch it. It's actually a good movie. The whole thing, it takes place in this one apartment. And it's just super cool how they did it. And, just in 1948, so the color is beautiful. It's like in VistaVision or whatever. I love those old movies, like Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh man.
Damn. That's one of the greatest movies. That's top 10, one of the top 10 greatest movies ever made, Lawrence of Arabia.
It's amazing. Peter
Peter O'Toole was excellent in that movie. Have you ever seen the My Favorite Year?
No.
With Peter O'Toole in it? He plays an old actor who is like an alcoholic and all this stuff. And this television station has him in. They're doing this little show, and they assign this kid. It's the guy who was in American Werewolf in London, but they assign him to handle Peter O'Toole's character, and it's really cool. It's so cool. I think that was one of his last. No, it wasn't. It wasn't one of his last movies. He did another one like Aphrodite or something like that. But he was on Jay Leno or some talk show, and they asked him. Oh no, it was 60 Minutes interview. Asked him what he wanted on his epitaph, and he says, "Curious, you should ask that because just the other day I had sent some clothes off to the cleaners, and I had one of my jackets had a stain on it, and he said I got it back, and there was a letter attached to the jacket, and it said it distresses us to return imperfect work." And he said, "That is what I want on my gravestone. It distresses us to return imperfect work." That's beautiful.
Well, it is.
Do you remember watching Jimmy Stewart on Johnny Carson, and he would read his poetry?
No.
Oh, dude, it was so great. Jimmy Stewart was just classic.
There's a movie out called The Strategic Air Command
Yes, I watched it a couple of weeks ago.
that really tells the story.
Yeah, and that
Of the
shit
Strategic
really,
Air
they were
Command.
really at the airfield and then the
Well, you know,
planes
he
and all
flew-
that stuff.
He flew bombers
Yeah,
during World
in the
War
war.
II. Like 22 missions or something crazy.
There are no actors like that anymore.
No. There's so many great movies to us that people don't even have any clue or knowledge about. You know, that are just all that entire theme
look.
of movies is dead.
One-armed executioner. You know, I enhanced your theater knowledge. You thought that you had seen all the great classics.
You're right. Little did I know.
One-armed executioner.
I'm not getting a lot of flavor out of this.
Really?
Yeah. Are you?
I'm getting a brain hemorrhage from having to suck on it so hard. But I'm getting a little bit. It's not quite as strong. It's better than the Cuban, that Bahiki, alleged
Not yet.
Bahiki.
It's not yet better. I did a little shave last night, cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. I think it's time for the Just for Men. Knock
Put a
a
little
couple,
Just for
knock
Men
a
in.
couple of years off.
Take the gray down.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
It's
wrong
funny
with
though,
that.
because when my beard grows out here, this is all red.
Mine, well,
My dad's a red. Was a
mine used to
redhead.
that. My dad had red hair too. We've got in my family, it's a famous portrait, a famous picture. You know, everybody went to Olin Mills, had the family
Olin
pictures,
Mills, baby.
had the family pictures, and you did not miss that appointment. Well, this is when like my mom and dad were divorced, and he was living in Florida or wherever, and the appointment came up for the Olin Mills picture, and my mom's like, "Your ass is coming up here for these pictures." So it's him and me, and his hair was down almost in his eyes because it needed a haircut, and I think I was the same damn way. I'm gonna have to dig those up.
That's funny, buddy.
Oh, I was moving stuff around the warehouse. Check out what I found here. A signed CD. The CD's not in it, but who cares? Judas Priest.
How'd you get
Check
that
that out.
signed?
Honestly, I can't remember.
maybe some dude at a bar signed it. That's what it was, signed by Judas Priest? Mm-hmm. Who was their front man?
Rob Halford,
Rob Halford.
who just announced he's retiring. You know, he lives in Arizona.
You ever been to Arizona?
I have not. I might have flown over it. Oh, wait. Grand Canyon's in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
I've been to Arizona. We
been to
flew helicopters down there and then got on a boat.
Never been to Phoenix, huh?
Never been to Phoenix.
It's like 12 million degrees there.
Got a T-shirt from Tombstone.
Oh, did you go to Tombstone or you just got a T-shirt?
A friend went.
It burned down, I think.
Whatever. Well, I got a T-shirt of some jail or something, some prison or something in Arizona. Well, I'm kind of. We got to give a shout out to 710 Distillery, local distillery here, and all of their liquor is made with local corn. All of their ingredients are sourced locally in Alamance County, and they are doing a coffee liquor with Salvation Coffee Company's Espresso della Salvezza.
And you sampled that. Tell us about it.
I did. There was
3 different types.
very good. They had one, I might have my hours wrong. They had one that was
72, 96,
There you go.
and 112.
the 72 I really liked, and you had the coffee at the back end. The
Back end of what?
back end of the aftertaste. Then the 96 I didn't really like it. I'm not sure why it was different. But then the 102, you caught the coffee flavor at the front end and the back end. So they wanted to go longer, but they said that if he ground the coffee, he didn't grind the coffee, they dropped the beans in there. I think that it should be ground. I know absolutely nothing. I know absolutely nothing about
as a scientist
distilling liquor, but I know about brewing coffee. And you don't just throw the beans in there unground.
But as a scientist, imagine the filtering you're going to have to do to get all of the coffee grounds out of the liquor.
Oh, well, do you want a good liquor, or do you want the easy liquor?
Do you want a liquor that you can be made in a normal amount of time, or a liquor that needs so much care that the price is jacked up 3 times?
I don't mind paying for quality product. You gotta love your craft. But they said that the reason they didn't do that is because it made it bitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lighter roast and let them try that, because a lighter roast won't be as bitter
for longer.
So I'm gonna try that and see. So tomorrow I'll probably be roasting some light beans, and I don't normally do that because nobody wants a light roast. But for this particular circumstance, I'll do it. We also have a new coffee shop opened up down the road. Caribou Coffee.
That's a chain, isn't it?
There's another chain, yeah, owned by Panera. And there's a Panera right down the street. I don't understand that. Why not just serve Caribou Coffee in Panera?
They're coming after you, Jim.
And I don't give a shit. Alamance County people are like bass. They see this shiny new lure dangling in front of them, and they jump on it. And then they realize, oh, this isn't that great after all. So eventually they'll come back because I care about my craft.
Do you identify them? Do you tag them like bass so when they come back you charge them twice as much?
I should.
You should.
I should. Well, aren't you a largemouth?
Little ear tag. They got tag on their ear.
I mean, it's that way with everything, though. There's a new restaurant opened up called First Watch.
Oh, dude, it's over. It's over. Any restaurant near First Watch, it's over.
Well, supposedly they're pretty good.
It's fucking great.
Really?
When we're on the road,
Yeah.
there's a couple of my guys that they want to eat there every day.
Well, we haven't tried it yet because I'm not waiting in line to eat anything.
F that.
So we're going to wait until the newness dies down and all the little bass get their fill and they swim off to the next franchise that's opened up. So, and I put in my application. I filed my candidacy for city council in Graham, and one of my platforms is I want to promote small business, local entrepreneurs opening up restaurants, original restaurants, and not these franchises like Popeyes and Burger King and freaking Bojangles.
What is that about on the Bojangles?
What?
They go, the commercial.
I don't know.
On the radio commercial.
I don't really listen to radio that much.
Lean in, Jim. Get in the frame.
I can't see. Your hand's in the way.
You're there.
All right.
Sitting at the Big Dan.
So, it should be interesting. I did sign the campaign finance that I won't spend more than $1,000, which makes it easier on me because I won't have to do all these filings and stuff.
You need some ads? Do I need to shoot some ads?
No. Well,
I'm
you
Jim.
know what? Let's do one.
I'm Jim, the Truth Young.
I don't. You know, I still have to take this mandatory campaign
Budgeting
finance class
Finance class.
online, 4-hour class. Jeez, man. And I know, like, some of these candidates are going to have a little more bankroll, and they're not going to go take that class. They'll send somebody to take that class.
You need to create another Instagram for Jim for office.
Okay.
You need to create a separate for Jim for office.
I had one when I ran for mayor.
What was it called?
Jim for mayor. But I did the same thing. I didn't.
What are you running on?
I
What's your
represent
campaign slogan?
leadership rooted in service, decisions grounded in Graham. How's that?
That's nice.
It's my bio. Jim Young is a U.S. Army veteran, former mayoral candidate, and owner of Salvation Coffee Company in Burlington. He is also president of the Durham Pistol and Rifle Club and proudly serves on Graham's Historical Resources Board and Planning and Zoning Board. Jim always sides with the people of Graham, not out-of-town developers. 29 years married, 2 grown daughters, and a mission to protect the character of our hometown. Bam. Thank you very much. And the winner is Big Jim, Big Daddy Young.
Who are you running against?
I don't know. Some guy that I think he was worked for the local government or something. It's always somebody. They're always, these people will always, like we have one person who retired from the city Parks and Rec. So the next thing they do is they get on the city council so they can push budget, and everything for the Parks and Rec. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's their special interest. That's what they want to do. If I have any platform and something I want to do, and it would be to, I think that our disabled veterans within the city limits or within Graham, that they should get property tax discounts that equates to what their service disability rating is. So and right now, if they're 100%, they don't have to pay taxes. Well, I don't know that they don't have to pay at all. I don't know how much it's reduced because they're real vague on it. But I think any veteran who has a service related disability should get a discount. And why not? The easiest way would be to make it whatever their service rating disability is. And it's easy, Oh, you're 10%? Okay. Well, you get 10% discount on your taxes. And I think it's awesome to do that.
If you're running for city council in Graham and would like to be on our show and have fair airtime, please reach out to the Smoke Debrief.
Yes.
We'd be glad to have you on and give you an opportunity to share your views
of course.
On your candidacy.
Yes, we will. Hopefully they smoke cigars.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But even if they don't, they're welcome to come.
And if you're running for office in Burlington, North Carolina, I have interest in that too because that's where my businesses have been. I noticed that our former weirdo mayor, Ian Baltutis, decided to rear his little snake-ass head out of the grass and decided to run for city council. And hopefully the citizens of Burlington, I can't vote in Burlington because I don't live there, but I should be able to vote in Burlington because I own a business there. But he's going to weasel his way into the city council again, and hopefully the citizens of Burlington
will rise up,
are on to his shenanigans. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
And in the fairness of America, if you are running in Burlington and you'd like to come share your views on the show, please reach out to us here at Smoke Debrief. We'll be glad to give you your fair airtime.
Certainly. Bring your own makeup.
Oh, the ice machine's working. I can hear it in the background.
Yep. So if Hollywood, if you had an opportunity to fly any plane from World War II to present, what would it be?
The P-38 Lightning.
Nice.
Very complicated, very complex. Twin engine counter rotating props.
Yeah.
A big tail boom on it. Would be a handful. That would be the plane I'd want to fly.
Yeah. I think the one I would want to do would be the Corsair. Only because I was a huge fan of Baba Black Sheep.
Pappy Bollington.
And now
Robert Conrad.
My dad's was the P-51 Mustang.
Of course. Well, that's a very, very popular airplane. But I picked the P-38 because it was just an interesting airplane. They had problems with it. In a dive, it would get to going so fast, the control surfaces weren't strong enough to get it out of the dive if it got like over a certain airspeed. But it was mostly used in the Pacific Theater, I believe. I think our number one ace was Ira Bong, with like 38 or 41 kills.
That's crazy. There's a movie.
I've seen it.
About helicopters. It's I can't remember the name of it. It was like a bank robber thing where these guys robbed this bank and they escaped in a helicopter. So throughout the whole movie, it's helicopters. One helicopter trying to find the robbers on stuff. It came out in the 70s, and it was most of the, there's one guy from the 60s on into the 90s who was a helicopter pilot and everything. He was a stunt man, but he you'd recognize him if you see him, because every time I see an old movie and there's a helicopter, I always look. Okay, is that? And it is. It's the same guy that flies the choppers in every one of them.
Hey Siri, who is the helicopter pilot in most movies in the 70s and 80s?
I found this on the web.
Well, it sure wasn't Jan Michael Vincent.
No,
But he was
Airwolf.
an Airwolf.
Go back to the 70s, 80s. Yeah. I did watch. I think I watched it on YouTube.
I got to watch that documentary that you told me about with John Wayne about Genghis Khan. What was it called?
Airwolf?
No. The John Wayne documentary about them filming in the nuclear waste area. Is it Fred?
Damnation Alley.
Is it Fred North?
I have to see a picture. I don't know who the guy is. I would know him by his face.
He may be the later guy. John Tambor?
I don't know who it is.
I think it's John Tambora. Okay, this is finally smoking like a son of a gun. It's a great cigar right now. You know, we are on here talking about cigars.
Yes. I'm not hating it.
It took me a while to start liking it, and I like it now. It's always nice to have a cigar finish good. You know what? Not start out great and then end up bad. Personally, for me anyway. Have you figured out who the pilot is yet?
No, I'm trying to find the movie.
Is it the guy that was in Airwolf that was the bad guy?
No, the guy had the eye patch.
Yeah.
Or no, that was their leader or whatever had the eye patch.
But wasn't he a real pilot?
I don't know.
Was the Airwolf the Apache?
No, I think it was a little more advanced than that. Blue
Thunder.
Blue Thunder was the Apache.
That was Roy Schneider.
Yeah.
Dude,
Scheider. Also have Malcolm McDowell in it.
I saw this. Go ahead.
Check you later.
I also saw this amazing poster from Jaws by Car.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. It was like $400 on the internet. I almost bought it, but I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I need money for my stereo upgrade in the Suburban.
Man, I can't believe I can't buy it. But he's in like every one of them. Whenever there's a pilot or they're using a chopper, it's the same guy. You would recognize him. I know you would recognize him if you saw him.
All right.
But the movie, and I couldn't find it on. It was Video Archives were talking about it, and I found it on YouTube, and it wasn't a bad movie. But the way Quentin Tarantino, I can't remember. But the way Quentin Tarantino was talking about it, he said that it's a movie that all of the stuntmen got together, and they were the ones that controlled it because they were flying the helicopters and all this stuff. And they do some scary shit with them helicopters because back then you didn't have CGI and stuff. You had to actually do the shit. And like they're flying into these buildings where, these old warehouses and stuff and turning around, and it's just insane. And, a helicopter is not easy to fly.
No.
That's some serious damn skill. Let me see if
We should look it up so we're not having all this dead airtime, Jim. Folks, I'm trying to keep the show going, and Jim is just wandering off on some.
Yeah. What is the helicopter movie from the 70s? It's not Blue Thunder. That's not from the Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. David Jansen, a former WW2 pilot turned traffic reporter, witnesses a bank robbery and engages in an extended helicopter chase across Utah. Why it's iconic. Real aerial stunts with Bell 47 and Jet Ranger helicopters, considered one of the best helicopter chase scenes of its time. Birds of Prey, 1973.
You're actually smoking that cigar pretty good, buddy.
Yeah. That is not the shit I was looking for.
As you can tell, Jim has gone down the rabbit hole. Come in, Jim. Come in, Jim.
I'm going to send it to you so you can view it.
Birds of Prey.
It wasn't a bad movie.
But it's not the one, or it is the one?
It is the one.
You just asked yourself, pal.
I know. Felt good.
Did it? You're not having a hard time drawing that. This thing's drawn pretty easy.
Hold on, my nuts are on fire. Okay.
Nuts are on fire.
We got a fire in the nutsack. Fire in the nutsack. It's okay. I'm self-extinguishing.
Yeah, I know. I burned a hole in my shirt last week.
So you've got to go to Beaufort. Are you driving?
Yeah. How else would I get there?
Fly.
No. I got a bunch of cameras.
What would an Uber cost? Wait a minute. You're going somewhere and you're taking your own cameras?
Mm-hmm.
How come you don't ever bring any cameras here? If I'm doing such a shitty job, why don't you bring your cameras?
I've never said you're doing a shitty job. You got some confidence problems, Jim.
I do.
Hope that doesn't translate into the bedroom.
It does not.
Okay, good.
I have kids to prove it.
As far as you know.
So we got the Sopranos. I'm going to give it a 10. It was a little hard.
You're going to give it a 10?
I'm going to give it a 10 because I gave the other one a 6. This one was much better than that.
I would never smoke this again.
Okay. Well, I don't think you could find one again. 2005, baby.
2005, baby.
This damn cigar is 20 years old. Damn, time is flying.
Flown, bro.
I remember the guy that gave me this.
Desert Storm was 34 years ago, Jim.
That's crazy.
34 years ago.
You know, when I got out in 1988. Then when Desert Storm happened, I actually applied to go back in because I went for 4 years, so I wasn't in the ready reserve when I came out.
Right.
And then it was like 2 months after it had ended, I get a letter saying if I still wanted to, I could report. I was like, I'm not going over there to clean up. I know what that would be. Oh, it's storming. Go paint stripes in the parking lot. Don't let the paint run either. Fucking stupid shit.
Bitter party of one. So you're giving this a 10?
I'm giving it a 10.
I'm giving it a
because
7.
I like it. I like it. And the company is good.
The company's always good. This has been the Smoke Debrief.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Hollywood. See you next time.
That's right.